Hello guys, this is Elias with Sofly, and in this video we are going to export jet engine custom fields to Google Drive using Zapier and WPL export. Now guys, to get started we need an export, so in today's video we are going to export these Meta Box custom fields we created in this restaurant's bus type. So let me open one for you. And we have a bunch of simple text fields, some time pickers, date picker, radio, checkboxes, select fields. Here we have an image advanced field with a bunch of images in it. And we have a MetaBox clonable group with 3 subfields, 2 text and 1 radio. Now, this is the data we're going to export today. So let's select restaurants from this pull down. Here it is. Cool. Now we have 1200 restaurants, and this is the exact number we have here, so this is good. So let's click on the Customize Export File button. We could, of course, create a migrate export, but this is not what we're going to do here, because I want to move around some of the fields and change some of the data right here. So let's do that. And there you go. We have here our export template. Now, these 3 elements are basically the columns in our export file. So let's preview that. And here we have ID, title, and content, same as here. And if you don't want the ID or any of the other fields, you just drag that off this box, preview again, and you can see it's gone. Now you will find the MetaBox fields you want to export right here in the right panel, right? And you will also notice that we have 2 different kinds of elements here. The first one is in black letters and the other ones are in green letters. Now the difference here is that this is the field group and all of the other ones in green letters are the actual fields. So if you drag and drop the map address here, preview, you will see just that field. But let me get rid of this. If you drag and drop the whole group, you will see all of the fields contained in that group are added all at once, right? Now let's preview again. And you can see here all of our data, right? This is all of the data contained in our restaurants. So you can go ahead and copy this title and maybe paste that here, right? 19th hole. And you can see here's the address and the details and everything here is the same as here, right? So this is pretty cool, and we could go ahead and export this as it is if you don't want to make any more changes. But maybe let's change this column name to, I don't know, name. It's good because this is a restaurant, so restaurant name. And we're going to change the content for description. All right. Preview. And there you have it. Now we have here these opening, closing times, and open syncs fields. And I don't know, maybe we can change this time and date formats to something more readable, right? So let's do it. Let's go here and find our elements. Here it is, opening time. And guys, you can use a quick PHP function to do that, but WPL export has some features depending on the field you want to open. So in this case, the date format, you can just specify it here using the PHP date and time format. So what I'm gonna do here is typing here G and A. That's good. Save, preview. And as you can see here, our opening time now says 11 a.m. while as the closing time remains the same. So let's change the closing time, and then we're gonna move on to the open scenes field. All right, so closing time, I'm gonna type in here GA, save, preview, and there it is. All right, pretty cool. Now let's do the open syncs field, and for this we're gonna say D, comma, F, J, and Y. Save, preview, and that's more like it. All right. Cool, guys. Now, this rating element, let me show you again. These are supposed to be stars. So here is just a number. So let's open the rating here, select custom export field, drag and drop the rating again. And I'm going to type in here stars. All right, I'm going to give this a name, rating, save again, preview, and that's nicer, I guess. Yeah, pretty cool. Now guys, we can do all sorts of crazy stuff here. For example, here we have this gallery, and you can see all of these URLs are separated with pipes, right? So this is one, and this is another one, and they are separated with pipes. But if you wanted to maybe change that and separate those elements with commas, or I don't know, do some other crazy stuff, you can use PHP and the function editor to do so. So let's change those pipes into commas. So where is it? Here it is, the gallery element. I have one function ready, so I'm just gonna paste that in. And this function is gonna use str replace to change our pipes into commas, right? So I'm gonna save that, copy the name of my function, and enable this that says export the value returned by a PHP function. Paste the name of my function here, and this function, which is this one, it's gonna run on this value. And this value right here is the field we're selecting, right? So let me save this, preview again, and here you have it, right? We have changed the pipes and turned them into commas. Right, guys, so there's really no limit to what you can do with some PHP knowledge. And if you don't know how to do that, you can always use ChatGPT or go here to our website, click on the docs menu, and you will find some pretty cool snippets here in the developer section. Right, here you have a bunch of scenarios, and you just read them, and if one sounds good for you, just click on it, right, and it will take you to the snippet that will work for that, right? Now guys, I believe we have covered everything we want to cover here, so let's just continue with this export by clicking here on this button, and there you go. Here we have some advanced options. The first one is the scheduling options. And guys, this is pretty cool because maybe you need to export certain data on a regular basis, right? Maybe you need to do it daily or weekly or whatever. And you don't want to do all of this process every single time. And actually, when you're rerunning an export, WPL export makes it very easy. But I don't know, maybe you just don't want to do it manually, right? You just want to be sleeping or be eating or be doing whatever and let WPL export do its thing automatically. Well, for that you have two options, and the first one is the automatic scheduling service, and this is a paid service, guys, and it will allow you to set up the schedule right here. Just select the days you want to run the schedule on, like so. For example, you want to run Monday through Friday at, I don't know, say 12 a.m. and run a second time at 12 p.m., right? Then if you select that like this, then this is going to be the schedule WPL export is going to be run at, right? So it's very easy. But if you don't want to subscribe to this, you can always use cron jobs. And guys, cron jobs are free, but they are a little bit more technical. So just keep that in mind. Here is a link to our docs, and you can always contact our support team, and we will do our best to guide you through. Now guys, these other options, I believe they are pretty much self-explanatory, so if you read them you will know what they do, but you can always hover on these question marks for more details on how they work. Now, I believe we have covered everything here, so I'm gonna choose do not schedule and confirm and run this export. Now this should be fairly quick, but I'm gonna pause the video here and come back when it's ready. Alright guys, so WPL export is finished with our export. We can download our CSV or a bundle, and the bundle is basically a zip file that you can use then to migrate all of this data using WPL import. So again, we have other videos for that, and here we have the scheduling options in case you want to schedule it even after the export. And finally, we have here the external apps tab. Now guys, here we have a video on how to connect WPL export with Zapier, but since we're gonna do it anyways, let's just click here on this link, and it will take us to the Zapier's integration with WPL export. Now let's click here on connect WPL export to over 6,000 apps, or we can just select Google Drive from here, and it will work too. Alright, connect these apps, and there you go. If you want to do that from scratch, you can hit create, apps, select WPL export from here, and then continue. So let's do it. For the event, I'm gonna choose new export file, and this is what's gonna trigger this automation, right? So we need new export file, but you can also select this one that says real-time export completed. Now we have other videos for this, so be sure to check those out if this is something you want. But for this one, we're gonna run with this new export file feature, with this new export file option. So continue. We need to connect WPL export with Zapier, so let's click on the sign in button, and this window will pop out. Now you will need the API key and the website's URL, so let's find those. Let's go here to all export settings, and here is our Zapier API. So let's copy that, paste that here, and then let's copy the URL and click continue. And there it is. So with this, WPL export has been connected with Zapier. So let's click continue here and test our integration. There you go. Let's continue with this record, and then we need an action. Now guys, remember that was the trigger. That's what's gonna fire this automation. So for the action, which is what happens after that, which is basically what happens after that integration is triggered, we're gonna choose Google Drive. Now for the event, we're gonna choose upload a file, continue. Now we need to sign in to Google Drive, so let's do it. Allow. And that's it. Continue. For the drive, I'm gonna choose Google Drive. And for the folder, if you have some custom folder you want to upload your files to, you will select it here. So that's what I'm gonna do. For the file here, this is what's coming from WPL export. This is the actual file we're gonna upload to Google Drive. So I'm gonna choose export file and convert to document. I'm gonna say true. File name, here you can use whatever you like, but in my case I'm just gonna go with the export name, right? And for the file extension, I'm gonna choose file type from here, right? Then continue, and I'm gonna test this, and this is gonna send a file right here to our custom folder. So let me move this here. And there you go. Here it is, right? So this integration is working. Here is all of our data, and it does seem to have all of our fields, so that's good. So since this is working, we just need to give this a name. I'm gonna say this is gonna be called Metabox export. All right. Oh, oops. All right. Then I'm gonna publish this. And that's it. There you have it, guys. Now every time this export runs, it will upload a new file right here, right? So so if you want to test that, let's just run it again. Confirm and run. Let's pause again here and come back when this is finished. All right, so now that we're finished, let's go here and wait our file. It should appear in a second now. And there it is, right? You can see here the different 3 minutes difference. So let's open that. And there it is. Here is all of our data. So there you have it, folks. That's how you export the MetaBox custom fields and upload those to Google Drive using Zapier and of course WPL export. Now I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to know more about how to import or export other kinds of data using, I don't know, maybe ACF, Jet Engine, WooCommerce, or whatever here in WordPress, just be sure to check out the other videos in our channel and in our website at wplimport.com. For now, thank you for watching and see you next time.